There's not just one way to do merch by Amazon by creating a design for a t-shirt. There's other ways you can do this by... So, in this video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to sell shirts on merch by Amazon. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. So there's different ways to sell on merch by Amazon, right? You do not have to just create a design and put it on a product to make sales. So there's actually a different way. It's called a B2B business. And basically what you do, it's a local merch, right? So it's basically creating a relationship with someone that has a business and you taking care of their products. Recently, I have done this with a friend of mine, and this is a cool story. So what I did was I was playing Call of Duty, right? So I was playing video games on my PC, and it's like a little hobby that I like to do when I finish all my stuff. I like to, play video games. So I was playing with a couple of friends that have known me for many, many years. And basically what happened, I had someone recommend me. They said he makes logos and stuff like that for businesses. And I will go into more detail and show you guys more about that in the video and what they're doing and how incredible that they're doing. It's like a burrito business, right? And so what I did was create them a logo. I got all the inspiration for them and I charged them for the logo too, of course, and ended up being a really awesome logo, right? They enjoyed it. I'll put it up here, right here, check it out. And it was cool because what happened was I was building a relationship with them, right? And they loved the logo and how it all came out. And then next thing you know it, I offered to put the logo on a t-shirt, right? So I have some samples being sent over to them, okay? And this approach right here, you can pretty much do it with anyone, right? But they're just barely getting started and they're getting a big audience and they're growing an audience right now too as well. Who doesn't love burritos? Who doesn't love food, right? So it's an idea. So I hope this sparks an interest in you and kind of gives you an idea. Maybe you can go to a local restaurant or a local brewery or a realtor agent or something like that, right? And you can work something out. So this right here, once I created all that stuff, I put it on a shirt and I had the shirts printed and sent over to them. They're being sent over to them right now in the process. Damn. But this is an idea. So one way you can do this is reach out to new businesses or reach out to current businesses, right? And you can do this via Yelp, Google search, and just like give them a phone call or just walk in. Or if you have a relationship with a local business, ask them if you can start doing their shirts, right? And one way you can do this is set up an agreement with the royalties and stuff like that. And you guys can split it 50-50, right? This is really cool. One of the most important things here is once you kind of like put the agreement together, right? And work out the royalties, make sure you got the signatures and all that stuff. You can send this into merch by Amazon, right? You will contact them, send them like the agreement and notify them like, hey, I'm gonna be printing their shirts. So I'm gonna be making this live on Amazon. You can make it live or you can create a private link. It's up to you. Basically what you're doing here is having the customer setting up, so like you can set up some type of flyer or actually put the physical shirt for them so they can have it available at their business or whatever they're doing, right? So for example, with this new logo that I created for my friend, I'm in the process of creating either a QR code or figuring out a way to make it easier for the customer to purchase the actual product, which they're creating an Instagram page and all that stuff. You can probably put the link in their bio, right? So that makes it easier for them to, hey, follow me on Facebook. And also if you want to purchase a shirt, here's the link down below. And this is really cool because you think about it. There's not just one way to do merch by Amazon by creating a design for a t-shirt and putting it up and taking advantage of the organic traffic. There's other ways you can do this by, building a relationship with somebody and creating them a logo. Or if you already have a relationship with someone that is local already, you know them, you've been going to that restaurant for many, many years, going over there and creating their products, right? And also you can not just do this with shirts, there's other products on merch by Amazon, but you can also do it with like KDP, B2B, KDP, creating like an actual book for them, right? It can be anything from like a beer tasting book or creating a burrito recipe or something like that, right? You get that point, right? So it's cool because there's so much that you can do right here. And so much you can do by just building that relationship with that person or making that offer or talking to somebody and reaching out to people and seeing what you can do to provide, to kind of like solve a problem for them, right? Because they don't want to hold the shirts that I'm creating for them. They don't want to hold them they don't want to keep inventory of them, right? It's easier for them to click on a link, have the customer click on a link and then they ship a shirt to the customer and they don't have to worry about getting the customer shipping information or holding the inventory and the shirt gets old and dirty or it's, it just collects a lot of dust. By doing this type of stuff right here, you're creating like less work for them and you take care of that part and they're shipping it to the customer. The customer's happy. They take pictures with the shirts and all that fun stuff. You're not not worrying about organic traffic or none of that stuff. You're driving the traffic to the actual product itself and making sales on the back end. So there's multiple ways of selling shirts on Merch by Amazon or on Amazon just in general, but this is just one insight. And plus, I get free burritos for the rest of my life now, as long as they're still in business, right? And most importantly, give this video a thumbs up and check out my other videos over here.